Class Act is a pretty enjoyable film. This was released in 1992. It's directed by Randall Miller. It's written by Cynthia Friedlob and John Semper. And we have a cast including Christopher Reid and Christopher Martin as Duncan and Blade. We also have Rhea Perlman. It's because of Perlman that I became aware of this. I read the description and I thought, yeah, that sounds really interesting. And I'm pleased to say it really was. It's about two students who are polar opposites. They are not alike at all. One of them is, ending up in jail, and the other one is going to be the valedictorian. And as they're in their final months of school, they kind of accidentally get their classes switched, and they go to each other's classes. And they obviously don't realise this initially, they just turn up where their timetables say they're meant to be, and then they realise what might have happened, but then they realise that there might be benefits to maintaining this switch. And that's what the film is about. They both go to each other's classes. They both basically walk a mile in each other's shoes, learning about each other, but also learning about themselves and hopefully achieving certain benefits along the way. But I won't go into too much detail about that. As a concept, it definitely sounded really interesting. And I'm pleased to say the execution was very good. I think the characters are really likable. And they definitely make it more than a good film. The narrative makes it a good film, but following the characters' journeys I thought was a really great experience, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Rhea Perlman plays a teacher, and she was really great in this as well. It's a little funny. I'd say it's not necessarily laugh out loud funny, but there's definitely a nice amount of humour in there, that it's quite an amusing film. And honestly, I have no complaints about it. I thought Class Act was a decent experience. It's a good story, well executed, great pacing. I was obviously keen to find out if they'd get away with this, if somebody would find out, and ultimately what their experiences would be like by the end of the film. And of course, I'm not going to go into too much detail about this, but I was very happy with everything that happened and the way that things developed throughout the film. Well-written characters, great performances. It's a decent story. It's quite an easy watch, but with some nice moments between certain characters and finding out things about themselves and basically existing in a life that's different to what they're used to, which is quite a fascinating thing. Definitely worth checking out if it sounds like something that might appeal to you. I think it's a pretty decent film, and I'm happy to recommend it.